Just joining us, this is Taking Stock on Bloomberg. I'm Pim Fox. We're coming to you live from Boston, the scene of the Canaccord Adams Global Growth Conference. One of the things that does not stop despite healthcare debates, this is disease. And I want to bring in someone who's an expert in cancer, Dan Junius. He is the CEO of ImmunoGen. Dan, it's good to have you with us. Thanks for taking the time.
Thank you.
Explain a little bit about what ImmunoGen is working on right now, because you've got several drugs in trials. Give us a little bit of an idea of how you're trying to battle cancer.
Well, we've got 6 compounds in the clinic, and what they all revolve around is a technology that is a targeted therapy. And when I say targeted therapy, what it does is it takes an existing therapy or existing technology around antibodies, which people are relatively familiar with and comfortable with today, and are being used in cancer therapies. But what we do, what's unique to ImmunoGen's technology, is we're able to take a cytotoxic agent, so a highly toxic molecule. Think of a chemotherapy supercharged, 1,000 to 10,000 times more potent than chemotherapy. We will attach that molecule to the antibody and use its ability to find a specific target and then release that toxin in the cancer cell and kill it.
So just targeting the cancer cell, not in the whole body, which would typically make people ill.
You avoid the systemic toxicity that you get with traditional chemotherapies. People equate it to a smart bomb for cancer. That really is a good analogy, because the targeting vehicle is the antibody, the bomb is the cytotoxin that we attach.
All right, now give us an update in terms of the trials, because I know every time we talk about biotech companies, everyone's always looking, at least from the investor perspective, they want to know, okay, where are you with the FDA on a lot of these new drug therapies?
Sure. Well, of the 6 compounds that we have in the clinic, 2 of them are ours. They're proprietary to ImmunoGen, but 4 of them are partnered. And the one that gets the most attention from ImmunoGen's standpoint is one that's referred to as TDM1. Now, the T in TDM1 is for trastuzumab. People generally don't know it by that name, but they may know it as Herceptin. Herceptin is a significant drug that's marketed by Genentech and Roche. And what we've worked with Genentech to achieve is to take that antibody and use its targeting capability for metastatic breast cancer, applying our technology, and it's now in extensive trials for metastatic breast cancer by Roche and by Genentech. And over time, what may happen is they may use TDM1 to replace the entire Herceptin franchise, first in metastatic breast cancer, and secondly, they've indicated they will look at it in adjuvant therapy as well. And when you look at the whole market...
What is that, adjuvant therapy?
Adjuvant therapy would be treatment after a patient has had surgery for a particular type, a HER2-positive breast cancer, which is about 25% of all breast cancers, but a particularly aggressive type of cancer. So that if they go and a patient has a rescission of a tumor, they may then go on adjuvant therapy. But you put those 2 markets together, adjuvant therapy and metastatic, for Herceptin today. Herceptin is a $4.5 billion drug. But the results that have been generated thus far in early-stage clinical trials suggest that TDM1 may be a replacement for Herceptin for 2 reasons. One, you're showing very good efficacy. So there's been data coming out of early-stage trials that say you're getting high levels of responses from patients who really have no other approved therapy available to them. So that's very important. And these patients also have progressed while on Herceptin. Now, that's important for the technology, because previously they responded on Herceptin, so it was an active agent. But something took place in the course of treatment that they were no longer responding to Herceptin itself, which is dosed with chemotherapy, but they can still use the antibody, the Herceptin antibody, with DM1 and generate a response from these patients. So it speaks to the fact that what's happening at that point is this technology that we have. We call it a TAP technology, so a targeted antibody payload technology that's generating the response in these patients.
All right. Well, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, we're running out of time.
Sure.
We're going to have you back at a future date, but I want to thank you very much, Dan Junius, coming in, the president and the CEO of ImmunoGen, giving us an update on the battle against cancer. Appreciate it.